Hi, and welcome back to another Excel interview questions video. This is Steve, and in this video we're going to talk about formatting. And it's kind of a two-part question. The first part of the question is, what are the different format types? And the second part of the question is, how do you format a cell? So let's dive over into an example, and I will show you how to do that. So first, let's talk about the 6 different format types. So if I'm selected in a cell, any cell, and you go to your Home tab, you'll notice there is already some formatting available up here. You've got your font section here, which is going to adjust your lettering or your numbers. And you can, you've got options of bold, underline, etc., colors. You've got your alignment, which is where it's located within the cell and how it behaves in the cell. And you've got your number, which is one of the most important ones because this affects how Excel reads your data. But that's only 3 of the different things that you can do to format. In order to see the rest of them, you have to click on one of these drop downs and open up the formatting dialog box. And now you'll see all 6 of the different ways that you can format a cell. And we've already seen number, we've already seen alignment, we've already seen font because those are up here in your ribbon. But you also have border, which actually is included under font here as well. But this has a lot more options. You have fill, which is hidden in your font here as well. It's just not explicitly defined. And then you have protection. And we'll talk more about protecting your worksheets and cells and workbooks in another video. But just know that it's part of the 6 different formatting options for a cell. So if you're asked in an interview, what are the different ways that you could format a cell? A good answer would be to say, well, there are 6 different ways that you can format a cell. You can change the protection, you can change the fill, you can change the border, you can change the font, you can change the alignment, or you can change the number type. It's also a good idea to have in your mind some specific answers that you would give of how you have or would use formatting to your benefit. And one example would be if we had prices in here with our, so these are snow cones, right? Customers and snow cone flavors. If we had column C was filled with pricing for the different flavors or whatever, then we would not want to have that category that says general because that's not as useful of a formatting. You would want to change it probably to currency, possibly accounting, but more likely currency. And you'll notice that in the dialog box here, it gives you some options. You can adjust the number of decimal places, and generally if you're going to use money, it would be $1.99, so you'd want the 2 decimal places. If you're using much larger figures, then sometimes you can go with 0 decimal places and leave them off, depending. But generally speaking, you want to have your decimals in there. And then it gives you options for changing how the symbol shows. And so this is the basic English $sign, but you can choose a lot of different ones as well. And then you can also define how it treats or displays negative numbers, whether you want a minus sign, whether you want it to be in red, whether you want it to be in brackets, etc. So it's important to be able to describe why you would use currency and how you would use it, and how it would be beneficial, as opposed to if you had, again, a list of prices over here, you certainly would not want to call it text because it's not text, it's a number, and more specifically, it's currency, right? And if you also have in mind a few of these different number types to be able to say, for instance, you could say, well, often I will format things as number when I need to do calculations on them. I will do it as currency with 2 decimal places when I'm working with money. I will format things as date when I'm working with dates. And you have a lot of options here for dates. And this all matters for where you are in the world and other things like that. You might say that I like to use the percentage format to show things as a percentage, and so on. But if you have 3 to 5 of those that you can talk specifically about, then that's helpful to show that you have an understanding of how to format. So let's do some more quick. We're going to format this as text. Actually, we'll just put it back at general. That's the default. And then we'll talk real quick about alignment. This is all pretty straightforward. This is whether you want it left aligned, center, right. And another talking point that's helpful is that when you format a number as something, it has a default alignment. So for instance, you'll notice these words, names, are aligned left. When Excel sees that this is text, it automatically lines it up to the left. If Excel sees our price lists over here, okay, I'll go ahead and click into here and I will add a price in here. Whoops. Let's go $1.99 and hit enter. See how Excel sees that it's a number and it automatically aligns it to the right, because that's what it does with numbers. Okay, so knowing what Excel will do by default is helpful when you're talking about formatting in an interview. Okay, let's go back real quick to the formatting dialog box. So alignment is important, and you don't necessarily want to change this unless you have a very good reason for it, right? Your font is obvious. You can just change the type of font, the bold, italics, the size, the color of the font. Border is the borders around the individual cell, and you can outline it or go with none. Right now, this background is not actual borders, it's just the grid in Excel, but that's where you adjust the borders. Generally speaking, you'll spend a lot of time without any borders at all. Fill is just the background color. You can add a color just by clicking, or select here for more colors. And then protection, like I say, is for another lecture, because you don't actually do the protecting here. You do it in the review tab. But this determines whether this cell will be locked, unlocked, or hidden once you add protection to your worksheet. Okay, so those are the different formatting types, these 6, that you can talk about when you're talking about formatting in Excel. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.